So then the talent agent turns around in horror and says, "What kind of act do you call that?" Hello everyone, welcome to a new format experiment we're going to try. So I know we normally do the Tardis Wiki streams and stuff, and those have been a lot of fun. And it's been especially fun, like, seeing people who, like, do Tardis Wiki, like, come in and, like, give their 2 cents and stuff. And I was thinking it would be fun today to try something a little bit new and a little bit avant-garde, so to speak. So, here's what I am proposing, okay? Here's what I'm proposing. I'm proposing that we make this like a regular thing every week, but we add a little twist. A little twister-rooney. Everyone loves a little twister-rooney, right? I love a little twister-rooney. Anyway. Glad to see you live, Void. Hello, Metal. Hello. Can we vandalize the old wiki? If you want to vandalize the old wiki, go right ahead. Wiki vandalism is always fun. I suppose sometimes there's times when it's not fun, but it's usually fun. I'm very glad to see everyone too. Thank you, Felicia, for saying that. So yeah, here's what I'm proposing as a way to make this a little bit more fun and make this a little bit more of a show. Okay. I was thinking there needs to be like an extra element, an element of like risk, basically. And what better way to add an element of risk than with a little bit of random chance? And so I would like to propose that you give me some of the articles that you'd like me to look up as we go along the show. And then when you give me something that you'd like me to look up, okay, we will put it right on, let me see. Right on, where are you? Where are you? He's so elusive. He's very shy. You know what I mean? He doesn't like to, he doesn't like to make a big fuss of himself, but he's really quite talented. My new co-host for this show. Please welcome the Wheel of Names. The editors of the new wiki absolutely do not encourage vandalism of the old wiki. Please don't do that. Please do not. There we go. That's an official statement. Especially now that fandom is partnering with Disney Plus and Disney is offering the mods on the old wiki a year's subscription on Disney Plus as a bribe. Whoa, what's going on? Oh my god, I don't know about any of this. What's happening? Wow. Wow. I don't know about any of this wiki drama. My god, I'm just here to spin a wheel. And have a good time. Okay, you've shared something. We can do that. We can have our little drama minute. That's fine. So yeah, any ideas you have for things you'd like to see put on the wheel, put them on the wheel. We'll keep on spinning it. We'll go look through some of these articles. I figure, you know, you guys get like an hour and a half with me on Tuesdays. Let's make something of it. Tardis Wiki Roulette, episode 0. Let's go. So yeah, things you'd like to see. Things you'd like to see on this. We already have random page, and I think we can add some other things to it as we go along. I will, so that we get it out of the way right away. Okay, let's stick them on there. There we go. So then everyone who comes in, like late, comes in and sees this and knows we're in for like a bangers page because we've got random page on there and we've got faction paradox, which I guess fundamentally are like the same thing. So, but yeah, we'll do this like, this is open source right now. This is community created. So if you guys have suggestions for hazard spins as well, that would be fun. Especially wiki peeps. If there's like features or something that you'd like us to turn into a wheel spin format, we can do that. The Unbound Doctors, this is good. I put a link in chat, but it's not showing Winkers to old wiki post about the bribe. Why don't you try putting it in a comment? You could try putting it in a comment at like the bottom of the video. Alright, so let's add the other. I am curious, though. Let's see. The other. What was the other one? The Unbound Doctors, right? Unbound Doctors. This is already a solid start. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking it a lot. Let's see what else we got. Wheat Let me see. Just posted a meme on the Discord. Fantastic. Fantastic. I look forward to seeing that. In just a second. I'll take a look. I'll take a quick looky look. I don't have Discord open right now, though. The Nth Doctor. The Nth Doctor would better have a thing on there. Oh. If you guys haven't seen the Nth Doctor series, by the way, you should, because it's all really good stuff. Heavily recommend that. Is it Longbarrow Brothers or is it Man at Desk? I always get those mixed up as to which one Nth is on. But either way, do it. The several Nth Doctors. You can look at Discord on your phone if you want. Ha ha! I'm just trying and failing to multitask right now. Let me see. I'm missing some. Does the wiki go over individual Big Finish stories? That's a good question. Does the wiki go over individual Big Finish stories? Man at Desk Productions. Shout out to Man at Desk Productions. There we go. That's the one. But he does appear in Dark Impulses. Okay. Zagreus. Zagreus has to be on there as well. This is off to a great start. What was this one here? I want this one to be on there. Hold on. Because that one feels like a trap. So. Oh, memes. Let me take a look at this really quickly. You know what? You're all gonna see it because that's gonna be the thumbnail on the next on the next Right From Scratch on Thursday. All right, let's stack this wheel. Oh dear. Every page about every character. I will put Rose in there. I will just put the word Rose in there, and then we'll pick the first bit that comes up. Hi Moosey, I'm glad you saw it too. If you want to see it, you can join our Discord. I don't have an invite link open right now. I think Felicia's gonna have to do that. I'm sorry, babe. But if you post an invite link, I will pick it. Did you see my reply? I did see your reply. Speaking of Faction Paradox, guess who's here? Oh no! Alright. The Cheshire Cat, that's a good suggestion. I like that. I like that a lot. Hang on. Right, let's see. Like from Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, I got you. Okay. So this doesn't work the way that we do on the Right From Scratch, by the way. If you come in late and suggest something, it will still go on the wheel in this show. Okay? So that's exciting. My Wi-Fi is broken. Mine too. It's been pretty well behaved, like recently though, so I'm hoping we have a clean stream. Okay, there we have the invite to the Discord link. Let me just pin that really quickly. And there we go. So join the Discord if you want to see that meme. Rose's short story. Okay, I'll put that in. Am I missing any, by the way? Let me see. I'm going to suggest Professor X. Okay. Professor X, the show. There we go. Good suggestion. I like that. I feel like we need some more, though. I feel like this isn't packed enough yet. Harriet Jones and her not being dead. Okay, I'll put Harriet Jones in there, and then we can find out about that organically. That sounds good. Perfecto. Transformers. Okay, we'll put Transformers in there. That's good. Hope those pop up, because then I can put those in the thumbnail. It's okay to be cynical about it if you're upfront about being cynical about it. Alright, let's see. What else have we got? We got any more? Or are we good with this to like start with? Because we can add stuff along the way. John Smith and the Common Men. Is that another band? Because there was the David Bowie one before. And the Common Man. Just add Nahawin. Okay, okay. I'll do it. I'll do it, but it better have a wiki article. Alright, let's do this. Well, have we got any more? Or am I going to be moving on? Because I feel like we're at the point now where the wheel is looking healthy enough to spin. I don't have an article. Moosey, stop being silly! You silly Billy. What's Titan Comics David Bowie called? Trust? No! No, I know you too well. Minuet in Hell. We'll put Minuet in Hell on there. I like that. I like that a lot. That's oh, Minuet in Hell. Let me just fix that real quickie. Just had ARC, ARC. Okay. Speaking of ARCs, I have a video about the Cartmel Master Plan coming out tomorrow at probably 5 o'clock GMT. So watch it, all of you, and leave comments and like it. And then if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. There, I did a self-promo thing. Let's get on with filling this wheel up. Chair, like just a chair. Okay, good, good. I'm into that. I'm into that. Furniture is very underrepresented on this wheel, so it would be good to add that. You know. The page on chair has the best photo. Oh, I'm excited now. Also, look up 2003. Oh, yep. This is what I love about this idea, is the stuff, all of the stuff that you can get. Schalke Doctor. Okay. Yeah, we can look up the Schalke Doctor. Okie dokums. This wheel is looking very healthy. I think that we're about good to go for our first spin, but if you have more to add, then please feel free to add more. And I will add the John Cena Doctor. Stranded series. I will put John Cena in, though. Nightmare Man, Mr. Colchester. Okay. Mr. Colchester. Fantastic. Oh no! Oh no! Not Destry! God! The Brigadier. Alright, yeah. I'll just put the Brigadier in and we'll see what comes up. Oh, that's hard to say. Let me put that in though. Nineveh. Or is it Nineveh? Which one is it? Answers in the chat. Star Trek. Okie dokie. See? This is working. This wheel is looking magnificent. It's gonna spin so quick. It's gonna be crazy. Nineveh. Like vinegar? Nineveh? Or like Vindaloo? Nineveh. Doctor Who in Doctor Who. Okay. Why not? Could be pretty interesting. Could be a pretty interesting result. Like vinegar for Brits. So, Nineveh. Okay, thank you. I've learned something now. The wheel looks graceful tonight. It does. It looks very elegant. Peter Cushing. Yeah. Okay. I mean it this time. We're going to spin it. Because that's a lot. But yeah, feel free to add stuff, like I said. And the way this works this time, these are the rules, okay? Rule, I guess. No best of 3 this time. Whatever it lands on is what we look up. And if it lands on a faction paradox thing, you guys have to shout out a different faction paradox thing each time. That way there's no, like, repeating of stuff. Not the 12th Doctor. Peter Capaldi, the actor. Okay. Why not? I'm not going to pass up putting Peter Capaldi on this. Fruit pastels are canonically £1. I wish that was still true. Class. What the show, class? I have no compassion. Lolita! Is that the TARDIS lady? Or am I thinking of someone else? Okay. Right, are we good? Are we good? The Nightmare Child. She's called Lilith now. Did someone realize that probably wasn't a great idea? Doctor Who in Doctor Who is what? Doctor Who in Doctor Who is Doctor Who in Universe, by the way. Oh, fantastic. Sorry for misnaming her. I'm still technically pre-war. Oh, okay. I'll put her down as Lilith then. Easy enough to make that switch. There we go. Star Wars. Yeah, alright. Okay. Wow. That's quite the stacked wheel there. Okay, let's Jim Bob. Any given Unbound. Yeah, we got the Unbound Doctors on here. I know it's easy to get like miss stuff, but we got the Unbound Doctors on here. Right. I think we're good. I think we're good to start. Very exciting. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. Because yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Wild Blue Yonder. What the episode? Wild Blue Yonder. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's on there. Right. The time has come. Any more suggestions put in? I will put in after this bit, because it's time to look at our first page. It's time, as they say in the ancient cultures, to spin the wheel. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? This is a good wheel. Well done, guys. Of course it lands on Rose first. The cheering's back. Yeah. I didn't even notice that the sound was back before because I was just so lost in the colours. It's so beautiful. The wheel is strong tonight, guys. Okay, so our first look is going to be at Rose. Don't you know? Let's look her up in the Tardis Wiki. Let's do it. We went right past the fun one. No, I know. But hey, maybe this one will be fun. Probably not, but it's okay. It's okay for the first one to be a bit shit. You know what I mean? You're still kind of working out the kinks and stuff. That picture is really, really funny, actually. I'm going to just quickly move it aside so you guys can check this out too. Look at that. Look at that. Hold on. Let me just wreck this for us. Look at that. Magnificent. See, we came onto a good thing already. Right. Let's take a look at this article, shall we? Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Okie dokie. Lock. This has the info from Rose's short story. I'll read that comment in a minute. A rose was, according to Rose Tyler, a sort of plant. Profound. The smell of roses was a desirable scent that the Fifth Doctor found quite peaceful. Temporal energy smelled like roses to time-sensitives. Roses had flowers that were also considered beautiful and wondrous, but sharp thorns as well. The adage, every rose has its thorns, was a comment on the plant's combination of beauty and danger. This is great. I think we landed on a fun one. This is fantastic. Oh dear. I'm falling down a rabbit hole. I'm currently reading about Zygon when being you just isn't enough. Well, this is certainly something. My Wilderness Years video goes over that a little bit. Yeah, it certainly is. Jesus Christ. Oh dear. On Dark Space 8, Nicky Newman brought some roses for Mel to make up for his previous behaviour. I can't remember what happens in Bang Bang a Boom, I just remember it being really funny. Remember that, guys? Remember what? I certainly don't. The Midnight Cathedral smelled thoroughly of roses everywhere, that's nice. Jack Dupree once made a red rose seemingly appear out of thin air. Fitz Kreider described it as fresh and full, a water drop trembling on one of the leaves. Susan Foreman's real name in High Gallifreyan, Archetior, means rose. Huh. Fairies could make rose petals flow out of people's mouths. These people then died of asphyxiation. It's great. Black roses grew on Florida. I feel like hang on. I can't just go past that. I can't just go past that. Yeah, this. What's going on here? I need to know about this. I need to know about this right now. Jesus. Roses was a brief encounter short story published in Doctor Who magazine 214. Is this pre-New Who or post-New Who? What is going on here? Could someone in the chat maybe provide some context? I love context. Somewhere in space, the First Doctor tends the roses in his garden while Stephen rests in the Tardis. But this Doctor's plans for a spot of relaxing gardening are short-lived, as a sinister black spinning obelisk suddenly appears in the sky. Oh! Like from the Five Doctors, yeah? Okay. Pre-New Who, it's just a weird coincidence? That is a weird coincidence. 1994? Wow. Wow. The dry nature in which these articles are written makes them unintentionally funny. They're hilarious. I don't know. They're so funny. I think it's on purpose, though. I don't know. These guys know what they're doing. Somewhere in space, the First Doctor tends the roses in his garden while Stephen rests in the TARDIS. But the Doctor's plans for a spot of relaxing gardening are short-lived. As a sinister black spinning, I read this part before. I'm such an idiot. I need to start highlighting stuff like that. That'll make it easier, because then I'll know where I need to pick up. I always get lost because of all this text and stuff. My brain just gets completely overwhelmed. Just makes things look really awkward when you know about it. Yeah, I know it does. It does make things look pretty disgusting, to be honest. Oh well. It's a good thing that Russell T Davies has never ever like given any indication that he's ever checked out any of the expanded media universe Doctor Who. Because I mean, if he had, then you know, this would be a bit eyebrow raising, to be honest. But it's a good thing that never happened. Watch Doctor Who on Disney Plus coming May, I think. Anyway, I know, Nahwin, that was the joke. That was very much the joke there. I think Moffat was new to the fandom. Like, I think he may have seen a clip or two. Who knows? One day, would you like me to go through, would you like me to read through that interview that Stephen Moffat did in the 90s? Because that would be fun. Maybe we could do that when his episode's airing. If you guys don't know what interview I'm talking about, you want to know. But I have a feeling a lot of you know. Yes, an enthusiastic yes from the void. I know what you're talking about, and yeah, I would love to just, like, you know, do a live stream where I read it and, like, maybe provide some colourful commentary in the style to which you're accustomed. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything else about it, but if you want that, then yeah, keep watching. We'll do it one day. We'll probably do it, yeah, when his episode goes out, actually. I think that would be a lot of fun. Oh dear. It's not an interview though, but a discussion with 4 or 5 people. Yes, that is actually true. Yes, that is a more accurate thing to say. It's a really interesting fucking discussion though. It's really good. Anyway. The Doctor continuity. Let's get some continuity gold going through. Let's learn some lore. Where do I find? I'm not going to tell you where to find it. That would ruin the mystique. The Doctor talks about his recent adventure with Mavic Chen. The Doctor left Susan with David Campbell on 22nd Century Earth in TV. The Dalek invasion of Earth, a decision which he once again contemplates. The third Doctor later claims to Jackie Tyler that he has never known a rose. Pros, the Christmas invasion. The fuck? The fuck is this stupid fucking franchise? Oh dear. I ain't waiting till May, please. Oh my god. I might post it in the Discord. Which is yet another reason to join the Discord. So join the Discord. Spring-Hill Jack. What the fuck? Would later look into the 8th Doctor's mind and call Susan his precious little flower. What a banger way to open a show, guys. I love this. The Christmas inversion. Yeah, I know. That's grand. I love that. It's so dumb that, like, I adore it. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's do another spin, yeah? Oh, I know Spring Hill Jack, well, the real world story anyway. Yeah, I know, it's great. Let's see, didn't know that who did something with that name. I know. Let's see. This wheel, man. Just taking a quick water break and using my inhaler. Because it's a lovely spring day. So I have to watch for allergies and such. And then we're going to spin the wheel. I think we should do it right now, actually. Fuck it. Ha ha! Always keep people guessing. It's the first rule of Tardis Wiki Roulette. Ooh! Oh, so close! The second one in. The Dalek inversion of Earth. Great black eye. Oh dear. Oh dear, we're on a cracking start here. And yes, I do mean that. Okay, well, do you guys want to suggest a random faction paradox thing? Or shall I just put faction paradox into the article search? You decide! As long as you do it quickly. Because can't be waiting around too long. You know, the dead air is poison to viewer retention. Or so I'm told. Thank you, vidIQ. Great black eye. Okay, sick. I can see that I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to assume. Because, you know, it'd be rude. I don't want to be rude. Unless I have to be. The Great Black Eye, or Black Sun. Also known as the sun god of the Babe Win. Would you guys like to see a picture? I think you'd like to see a picture. Let's quickly whack a picture up. There you go. That's what it looks like. Huzzah! As you can see, main alianesses, Black Sun, the opposition, sun god of the Babe Win, the master! First mentioned in 4D War. First appearance, Christmas on Irrational Planet. Okay, sick. It's a banger suggestion. Thank you so much. Let's take a look through. Let's take a look through together. Okay. These are the things that I talked about. Was a powerful and fearful force which watched the post-war universe from somewhere outside of Tim. Sources differed on the Eye's identity, suggesting it may have been a decayed version of the Eye of Harmony, the Eye of a Dalek. What's a Dalek? I don't actually watch Doctor Who. What's a Dalek? Is that like... what's a Dalek? A godlike form of the Master. Imagine if someone did that. Imagine if someone like got this deep into like WhoTube and then made a video and just turned around and said that. But like, they meant it. Wouldn't that be like the wildest moment like ever? Oh, I want to manifest that. Musey is canonically a bot. Whoa, what is going on in the chat? Why does every chat that has a swear just not make it onto the chat on screen? Does that mean I'm a bottom? Hang on. Let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can do. Let me just see if I can rectify this real quick. There we go. 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 Now you can be as salty as you like. Now allow me to continue. Or something connected to the enemy. Pros, the enemy of my enemy is my enemy. The Great Black Eye resembled a blazing star of pure darkness, like a hole in space sucking light from eternity. It also gave off the impression of being an eye made out of pupils, although one account indicated that it was a spherical black eye, its iris a white disc. The Time Lords first noticed the Great Black Eye in the generation of Ulysses okay, and Marnell. They saw that it watched them from over time. Written over past, present, future dreams and the entirety of their history. They saw that it ruled an alternity, the post-war universe where Gallifrey was gone, and their primate shadows ruled the space between moments. I have no idea what any of those words mean. Oh. The primate Malcab, who lived with Malik. It's Malik. Okay, the primate Malik, who lived within the ruins of the capital in the Kingdom of Beasts under the gaze of the Black Eye, were thought to be a post-war corruption of the Great Houses after being defeated by the enemy. Relatedly, the Rivera manuscript's account. Oh, we're right. Call back. The Rivera manuscript's account of the event, one version of the enemy's first attack on the homeworld's noosphere, mentioned that after a sickness mutated the breeding engines, the planet's power source was neutralized, giving a potential origin to the Kingdom of Beasts and its Black Eye. Huh. This is all very interesting stuff. My War in Heaven series is going to be in the late 18th century, the Kingdom of Beasts intersected with the human noosphere, leading to several sightings of the Black Eye. At the end of the conflict between tigers and humans on Hichimus, a hole briefly appeared in the clouds which looked like an eye in reverse, blue pupil and black iris, staring down at the climactic events. In a mirroring of Pablo Picasso's Guernica, a blazing eye watched over the destruction of the system, illuminating the chaos in as the system blackened and fell to grayness. Prose, History 101. Oh. It is canon that Sontarans have gay sex with each other and then use the holes in the back of their neck. I know that Sontarans fuck each other's neck holes. It's not a big deal. There's no need to get all excited about it, you know. If that's what you're into, Moosey, then that's what you're into. And we celebrate you and we love you. You know that. The Oracle witnessed the Great Black Eye as one of the terrifying creatures outside of reality, and believed this eye was forcing many powerful forces, including the Oracle, Time Wraiths, and Clock People, to flee the Time Vortex. It believed that the collapse of the multiverse and the vortex would fracture the barriers which normally kept the Black Eye from interacting with normal reality. When the Oracle met the Eighth Doctor, it knew that he had seen the Eye before, and tried to make him remember the horrific nature of the Eye, so that he would remember the Eye's plan, so that they could stop the Eye. I wish I was a Sontaran for me. Oh dear. Alright. This goes on for a while, huh? Wow. $2000 AD. My God. I think we need to spin another one, guys. I think this has been enough of a headfuck for now. So let's go back. Let me just limp over back to the wheel real quick. Moosey, the type of individual to say Strax has him acting up. Hey, hear me out, okay? Makes you wonder about Sontaran autoerotic asphyxiation? Yes, it does. It really, really does. Right, let's go. Strax is a bimbo for real. Of course he is. I mean, who wouldn't be? Look at him. Right, let's go. Himbo. Thank you for correcting there. I shall take this L and grow. Spin the wheel! Spin it. It just lands on Rose again. Chair! Oh. Chair has never looked nicer. String asphyxiation, if you will. Some tyrants have no concept of gender. Oh dear. Chair time. The chair time has begun. It is time to chair. Oh dear. It's really hard doing these streams because I just have to like fight through the fucking laughter. You lot are funny. I hope you know that. But you're also gonna kill me one of these days. Man, that might be your goal. Oh my god, that picture! There we go. How about that for a thumbnail? Look at that bum. Oh yeah, I need to put a quick censor bar on there for like nudity, right? Oh dear. Oh. The first sentence of this article is amazing, guys. Okay. Okay. Sentient chairs existed on Gallifrey. Susan Foreman played with one in her youth, although hers was not house-trained and enjoyed chasing her around. When the Master visited Earth in the 1970s to assist the Nestine consciousness, he used a plastic chair to suffocate George McDermott. Mike, do you want to know what my favourite fact about Terror of the Autons is? I'll tell you my favourite fact about Terror of the Autons, okay? There's a character in Terror of the Autons called Mr. Wait for it. Gooch. Yeah. A Slovene disguised as Ambassador Reynos blamed the noises made by him farting on the very incriminating chair he was sat on while visiting 13 Bannerman Road, suggesting to Sarah Jane Smith that she replace it. Victor Kennedy's office had two chairs. One of them was desk side. It was on the desk side chair that the human disguised Whovian was sitting when he found the Linda website, using a handheld device to trace their location before absorbing. After being absorbed... Is this all Absorbaloff stuff? Is the entire chair article just Absorbaloff shit? Oh dear. Weak ass Star Trek alien puts what if our animal had more spikes? Chad Doctor Who pets. What if chairs could shit? Oh, fucking hell. So, quick halftime check, guys. I know that this is supposed to be an hour, but we can go a little longer, maybe. What are we thinking so far of this format? What are we thinking of this the Tardis Wiki Roulette? Because personally, I'm having a great time. But are you guys having a good time? Do you seem to be having a good time. I'm gonna take the conversation about chairs as a yes. Inside the Byzantium, the 11th Doctor sat in a chair, which he referred to as a comfy chair, whilst talking to Angel Bob. The Doctor took great amusement when he got Bob to say comfy chairs. Yeah, I remember that. Inside the Minotaur's God complex, Rita threatened the 11th Doctor with a chair leg. The doctor claimed he had never been threatened with a chair leg before, but he quickly corrected himself by saying, hang on, I tell a lie. Clara Oswald used the chair to disable the launching system for Winifred Gilliflower's rocket. The 11th Doctor later used the same chair to break a window, noting their usefulness. Yeah. Chairs, motherfucker. Moosey asking questions science is yet to answer. That's Moosey's role in this. Oh dear. Okay, let's begin. As amusing as that was. I think that we should probably oh hello. I just found a tasty nugget, so I'll read out the tasty nugget and then we will spin another item. Bernice Summerfield believed that there were no chairs on Skaro. However, when the 12th Doctor went to meet Davros had the Daleks procure the only other chair on the planet for the Time Lord, the other being his own. The Khaled insisted that his foes should feel grateful and privileged due to the near impossibility of finding it, and told him not to get up. The Doctor quickly picked himself up and proceeded to ignore the chair. All right, let's look. God damn it, you guys! I'm looking at some of these emojis. They're fantastic. Right, I think it's time to spin the wheel. So let's do that again, because that was fun last time. Hopefully it will be fun this time. Let's see what we land on. Which is familiar is so good. Right, let's see. You're in the right place if you like that kind of stuff. Right, boom. Let's spin the wheel. Let's see what happens when we spin that wheel. Oh, sick. Absolutely sick. So I'm thinking for a thumbnail for this TardisWiki Wiki roulette, how about Optimus Prime, Susan, and a chair? I think that about sums up our experience today, don't you? Worst New Who Dalek story. It's not a Dalek story, it's a Davros story. Also, I mean, Victory of the Daleks exists. And, I mean, that stalkery one that Chris Chibnall wrote exists as well, so, yeah. Pro tip for all the young men in the audience. You know that dude in Resolution of the Daleks, or whatever it's called? The one with the time loop? Don't act like that, motherfucker. Don't act like that, motherfucker. Don't act like that, motherfucker. This has been Man Tips with Ryan. Let us continue on and look up the Transformers on the TARDIS Wiki, because that is what alpha males do. Right, let's take a look. Here we go. Alright, it was Transformers, yeah? Transformers. Ba 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 ba. Did you guys know that in the original Transformers like outro theme? Alright, it's the TARDIS Wiki is having a moment. Give it a second. There we go. It's not the TARDIS Wiki's fault. It's my browser's fault because it's slow, but that's alright. Alright, Transformers Universe, Transformers franchise. Let's look up Transformers Universe. That looks a lot more interesting. It looks like we'll find some ooh. Okay, this looks very exciting. Trump guy is his official. Are you guys talking about which? I don't know. They're all the fucking same to me. I'm the guy who made these the same character video. Okay, you know what I think of that whole era. Power of the Doctor is a bad Dalek story. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The idea that they would get beaten by the Sontarans is fucking insane. And the idea, honestly, that they would ever play second fiddle to the Master is also fucking insane. Like, no. At that point, they're not even, like, characters. They're just action figures that you're shoving around. And, like... So, Doctor Who has always been, like, a show and a concept where the fact that the budget is low is mitigated by the fact that it has way better storytelling and way better characters and way better writing than a lot of the things it was competing against, right? So, to see on the Centenary Special, a lot of these factions with a lot of, like, lore behind them and a lot of, like, very deep, well thought out motivation that's been contributed to by hundreds of writers across, like, 60 fucking years, right? To see all of that reduced to action figures that are just getting moved around where the story needs them to because, like, you know, the fucking Master has to do the Rasputin dance. Nah, fuck that. I'm sorry, no. Like, you can say it's fun and you can enjoy it because it's fun, but that doesn't make it good. Okay, rant over. The potential of a plasterer from Liverpool. There's bits in Flux where John Bishop just looks at the camera, like, straight on. Oh dear. Okay, let's look up the Transformers universe. According to Hobbs' Death's Head Interactive Archive, Death's Head spent time on a parallel universe home to a war between factions of massive robots, who, according to another source, were known as the Transformers. After some time on Scarvox, Death's Head was mysteriously captured and transported through a warp gate by an unknown person to this universe. In order to battle, Death's Head's size was drastically increased. Ah, they made them into a big boy. Okay. So, by the way, would you guys like me to do a Death's Head video at some point? Because I would like to do a Death's Head video at some point. I feel like that's a really fascinating subject. Personally. Let's see. At one point, Death's Head followed Galvatron, a mechanoid and a transformer, into Earth's past in search of a bounty. He later battled and, according to him, defeated a vast planet-devouring transformer attacking him on the psychic plane. That's, vast planet-devouring transformer. That's Soundwave, right? I'm pretty sure that's Soundwave. I'm confident enough to not look it up. However, the gravity well of the collapsing mechanoid sent Death's Head accelerating him at trans-temporal speeds into the time vortex. Say it with me now. That's convenient. There, he collided with the Seventh Doctor in his Tardis. The Doctor shrunk Death's Head back to human size with a spare tissue compression element that would fucking kill him, and dumped him in the year 8162. Oh dear. Alright, let's keep going. The Doctor later claimed to have been the one who brought Death's Head to what he dubbed the robot universe in order to shape his future. However, Death's Head once spoke of his encounters with the Transformers as if they were the same universe as the rest of his adventures. Huh. If you're a robot, you don't even have tissue to compress. Very, very, very good point, Toyota. Very good point. I think this comic might be bad, guys. Right, let's take a let's take a look. Oh, that was it's like when I did the video about the flood, and I was really excited. Okay, can I tell you guys the backstory of the flood video on Something Blue, because it's funny, and I think you'll get a kick out of it. Okay, so when I first I conceptualized the flood video and the thumbnail before I actually made the video. Okay, and I hadn't read the flood comic book. I just knew that it would be a good thing to make a video about. You know what I mean? So I did it, right? I read the flood comic book, And I was originally going to talk about how this story like deserved more love and how it was like underappreciated and stuff, and always a little bit of like Doctor Who history. And then I read the comic and it's shit and like really racist and pretty unpleasant on all counts. And it's got a lot of kind of like 90s Rob Liefeld gunk all over the writing that I did not appreciate. So I had to completely swap around what the video was about, which was a bit annoying. But hey, I'm not gonna lie about it and say I liked it. I mean, that would be weird, right? Yeah, just I feel like it's something that we haven't really examined yet as a Who culture, I guess. Because I feel like that story is one of those ones that's like beloved because it's beloved. Moosey, what's your hot take? Series 12 is better than series... No, it isn't. Shut up. No, it isn't. Fuck, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's not a hot take. Wild Shapers is better than the Flood. Oh. I haven't checked out... That's smoking hot and wrong! Why is it better, Moosey? And I won't like, okay, that's fine, but you need to say why. Why do you think it's better? Oh. You don't have to act like it isn't, too. Like, your opinion is exactly as valid as mine. That's how opinions work. The only opinions that aren't valid are, like, fucking bigoted ones. And I hope none of you are like that. Because I'll fucking kick you out. We got a Joker on our hands, ladies and gentlemen, and others. I know! I know-ka! Series 9 has like 4 good episodes. Yeah, even if that was true, they're all 2-parters, so that's like half the season. Oh, dear. Worse writing equals better! Chris Chibnall walks into the fucking BBC office. He's like, guys, I have an idea. What if we made Doctor Who, but it was fucking boring? And none of the companions had any character development. So the Doctor didn't have any character development. And then we fucking realized we didn't have any character development and decided to write too much instead. Hot Take Series 9 has 10 good episodes. Yeah, I honestly think the only episode of Series 9 that's actually, like, kind of bad is, the second Shielder one. The woman who lived. That one's rough, a bit. It's fantastic. I don't know. I think the Capaldi run's the best run of Doctor Who we ever had. You're not going to move me on that at all. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm really, really good at convincing people. Ryan Sinclair or Planky, who did it better? What do you think Tapey's making fun of? That's not true. That's not true. Tapey's not making fun of Doctor Who canon companions. I'm not thrilled with all of season 9, but I think they're largely all good episodes. Some of them just aren't for me. Yeah, that's fair. The one with the finger man. Oh god. Praxis. What's the one with the finger man called? Oh dear. Of all the things to send me over the edge, the finger man just had to be the one, didn't it? Okay, let's spin the fucking wheel again. Oh dear. Okay. Another round of TardisWiki Roulette, guys. 12 is my son's fave, so he has a special place in my heart. Your son has excellent taste. Son's a good egg, clearly. Let's spin the wheel. It landed on Transformers again. Oh shit. Or did it? Well, I mean, I can't very well go to the same thing twice. But I do have a contingency for when these situations happen. A very well thought out, very carefully considered contingency. Would you like to know what it is? You see, my very well thought out, very considered, very tactical contingency when this happens is to spin the wheel again and hope it picks something else. It's a really good idea. Oh my god! Hey! Not bad. Not bad. It looks like the contingency was a pretty good contingency after all. Sleep No More felt like it needed a follow-up and never got more. One. To be fair, right? That is not Sleep No More's fault. Are we debating the merits of the Capaldi era in the chat right now? Because please continue doing that. Right. Let's look. Let's look. Peter Capaldi. God damn it. Let's take a look at where we're going with this one. Lands right on the actors page. Fantastic. Peter Dugan Capaldi played the 12th Doctor from 2013 to 2017, also known as the Golden Age of Doctor Who, from which it will never ever touch those peaks of quality again, beginning with a cameo appearance in The Day of the Doctor and The Time of the Doctor, continuing from Deep Breath to Twice Upon a Time. He also played the Doctor in the Class episode For Tonight We Might Die, as well as a virtual version of the character in Extremis. Good, I like that. That is technically correct. The best kind of correct. Lobus Caecilius in the Doctor Who episode The Fires of Pompeii, and John Frobisher in Torchwood, Children of Earth. At 55 years of age at both the time and casting and the filming of his scenes as the Doctor in the 50th anniversary special The Day of the Doctor, Capaldi was the same age as William Hartnell, who had been in his place, and the oldest actor since Hartnell to begin playing the Doctor on a regular basis. John Hurt was older by almost 20 years when he first appeared in the role, but his War Doctor incarnation was never intended to be ongoing. Capaldi is the third Scottish actor to be cast as the Doctor, after Sylvester McCoy and David Tennant. Like McCoy, but unlike Tennant, he played the part with his natural Scottish accent. He was also the first actor to play the Doctor to have the same first name as one of his predecessors, Peter Davison. There we go. Sped run through the Peter Capaldi article. Oh dear. My mouth is like buzzing now. A mutual friend once said that Twice Upon a Time would have made a perfect finale for the show as a whole and then cut out the complete regen of 12. And I think about that a lot. Yeah, it would have made a really nice finale for Doctor Who, like, as a whole, to be honest. Why do people hate GWD? What is GWD? Which one's that? I would need to know before I were to venture an opinion on it. During the John Pertwee years of Doctor Who, young Capaldi sent scripts to the production office. Barry Letts began correspondence with Capaldi, which eventually resulted in an invitation for the youngster to visit BBC Television Centre. Capaldi met Lex, Terence Dix and Pertwee. He later cited the incident as formative in his career as a professional actor, writer and director. Capaldi was announced as the 12th Doctor in a live show broadcast worldwide on 4th of August 2013. His appearance on the programme was notable for his striking a pose identified with William Hartnell's first Doctor, adjusting his lapels as he took to the stage. In case you missed it, the screen is still... I did miss it because I'm actually really, like, quite slow. So, that was a bit foolish of me. Right, We're on the Peter Capaldi article. That hasn't happened in a while. Girl Who Died. Yeah, the Girl Who Died is a little bit bumpy, I would say. I don't think it's bad, but it's a little bit bumpy. Fee hates those 2 episodes, though. So if you don't like them, you're in good company with Fee. Let's see, where are we now? I think we should spin on the wheel again, actually, and forget that whole incident never ever happened. Let's do that. That sounds like a good idea. Right. Let's spin the wheel again, because that will progress the show. And we need the show to progress for the show to progress. Right. Here we go. Are we all ready for this? Because I certainly am. Let's spin the wheel. Boom. Wild Blue Yonder, and then this is something else there. What? Wild Blue Yonder, and then 2 strange alien symbols. Okay. Okay. I will look it up, because that's what I said I would do. And really quickly, let me just actually make sure that it's on the wiki this time. Hey. Sick. Okay. Wild Blue Yonder song. Let's look at that. Sounds exciting, doesn't it? Wild Blue Yonder was a song associated with the Air Force. Donna Noble sang the song in her primary school choir every Christmas. Wilfred Mott believed that children should not be taught the song, as despite being jaunty and fun, it was a military song about going to war. Mrs. Bean, the head of the choir, believed the song was jolly and not a war song. The Doctor's TARDIS played the song as it materialized on a spaceship, to the 14th Doctor and Donna's confusion. Although unstated in the episode, the Air Force the song is associated with is the United States Air Force. The song is officially known as the US Air Force and has been the official anthem of the military branch since 1947. It's jolly. Alright, let's take a look at what else we have in this area. Captain Wild Blue Yonder. Let's look up the captain from Wild Blue Yonder. I'm pretty curious about that. Maybe I'll learn something. Probably not. A captain was a member of an equine-looking species who commanded a spaceship which ended up at the edge of the universe. Falling through a wormhole, the captain's spaceship became lost at the very edge of the known universe. The captain encountered the Not Things, which had smuggled themselves on board. To ensure that they could not reach the inhabited parts of the universe, she installed a mechanism on board the ship, which would slowly reconfigure it into a bomb, and had a robot installed to an incredibly slow walk towards the activation button, as well as a very slow countdown to self-destruction that would ensure that the Not Things, who couldn't understand slowness, would not be able to know what she had done. The Doctor then opened an airlock on her spaceship and jumped out into the nothingness, killing herself and ensuring the Not Things couldn't copy the thoughts about her plan. What a badass, right? 3 years later, when the 14th Doctor and Donna Noble arrived, her corpse had been caught in the Mavity field around the spaceship, causing her spacesuit to collide with the ship and create a banging noise. Her corpse was incinerated when the spaceship finally exploded, taking the Not Things with her, making her final mission successful. There we go. Perfect. I read to the end. Spyfall. What are you why would you, if you're defending, I'm looking at what's going on in the fucking chat, by the way. If you're defending season 12 of Doctor Who, then why would you bring up the episode where the Doctor throws someone to the Nazis? Why would you think that's, like, smart? Especially in this channel. Come on, guys. Come on. We can do better than that. Right, let's pick another one. Let's pick another one. Alright, let's go. Let's go. This will probably be the last one. But this has been fun. And we're definitely going to do this again next week. Next week will be episode 1, like for real though. So that's exciting. I think that's exciting. Okay, let's spin the wheel and see where it lands on as we bring this to a conclusion. Oh my god! Oh my god, Nineveh! Yay! I learned to say it for a reason. That's wonderful. I accidentally spun the wheel again. Oh god. My god. It landed on Nightmare Man that time. Alright, let's there we go. Let's see what this is about. Oh no! There were no results matching the query. I'll have to put Nightmare Man in instead. Oakley dokily. Tesla wasn't a good man. Yeah! Also, Tesla was like a piece of shit as well. Oh! Oh, my bad. Thank you for that. Thank you for that correction there. Hold on. I will just apply that correction. Hellbent is the best episode of the show, yes. Yes, absolutely it is. There's no question of that. It's fine. It is. It's a masterpiece. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so I think the issue a lot of people have with Hellbent is that they misinterpret Heaven Sent. A lot of people think when they watch Heaven Sent, and I see this a lot, is that the Doctor is overcoming their grief when they're punching through their like the diamond wall, right? A lot of people are like, oh wow, it's such a powerful story about overcoming grief. No, he fails to overcome the grief. That's why he punches through the fucking diamond wall. He's being stubborn. He's refusing to accept things. And that leads to him basically becoming the fucking Valeyard and putting the entire universe at risk in Heaven Sent. In Hellbent, sorry. Like, the Doctor doesn't recover from shit in Heaven Sent until Hellbent. And the reason why is because, like, and this is something that Stephen Moffat understands really, really well. This is just a reality of real life, okay? Trauma doesn't make you wiser. It just traumatizes you, okay? And I'm speaking as someone with a lot of trauma. I know what I'm fucking talking about here, okay? Hellbent and Heaven Sent, like, they capture that idea so well. And all of the arguments I've heard as to why it's a bad episode, which I mean, oh, the Time Lords aren't in it enough, you know, because Gallifrey's so fucking exciting. Oh, they put Clara in it, and I don't like Clara because I'm misogynistic. There's that as well. All of those arguments pale in comparison to the fact that Stephen Muckfuthering Moffat, right, decided to give the Doctor a Buddhist-style ego death and then reconstruct their personage from the ground up in the space of a season finale in a show where the precedent had been set for every single season finale to just feature the Doctor fighting a big thing at the end of each one, right? And then we get to this one, and the Doctor's biggest battle is against themselves. And not just in a, oh, it's time to spend 5 minutes, like having him be sad about the Time War. No, this entire story is about that. This entire season is about that. So yeah, it's a masterpiece. Season 9 is a masterpiece. This is the end of my case. And if you want to convince me that I'm wrong, you better have a damn good argument, because believe me, I've heard all of them and I haven't budged. There we go. That is why Hellbent is the best Doctor Who episode. Right, anyway, I'm going to read this article and then we can close out. I get very passionate about Hellbent. Oh dear. There's a reason for that, but we'll get into that. Nineveh was a place in which the Seventh Doctor was once diverted. It was, in his words, a kind of null space beyond, devoid of even stars. Whether it was a planet, asteroid, or even another dimension was unclear. However, it was definitely the final resting place for an entire junkyard of Tardises. It was also the place where any number of Time Lords met their end. Indeed, the Seventh Doctor himself very nearly was killed there by the region's master, the Watcher of Nineveh. Oh, comic Nineveh. Let's keep going for a little bit. Just oh, I've got breathing problems. Do. You know, when I was still like a singer, I used to know a dude who had asthma. He was also a singer, and he was so like embarrassed of having asthma and like what it meant to him as like a man, that he used to like, when he needed to use it on stage, he would like hide behind the fucking drum kit and like use it all fucking sneaky like. What a bitch. Oh dear. What are we talking about? What was it? I think RTD is mid Giga Chat. I don't understand why some fans love the Waters of Mars but not Hellbent, out of character moments specifically. Me too. I don't get it. I mean, it's David Tennant, and David Tennant's pretty. Peter Capaldi is handsome. There's a big difference there. Waters of Mars would have made a great 10 regen story. I agree. Waters of Mars would have made a great 10 regen story. I wish they'd done that instead. I think that would have been a huge improvement over the whole bloody affair. Didn't love the whole hubris thing. Saving people good. It'd be one thing for the Doctor going too far was him doing evil things, but it's just being good in a kind of haughty way. Yeah, but being good in a kind of haughty way can cause far more destruction than just being overtly evil, because you will allow yourself to do absolutely monstrous things if you think you're doing the right thing. Absolutely monstrous things. Okay. Bringing back Gallifrey just to basically do nothing with it, plus nothing really happens. I'm just on board watching it. It gives... This is the thing though, is like, your complaint isn't that the story is bad. Your complaint is that it isn't what you wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think maybe try and interact with the story on the story's terms. Because honestly, like, a lot of stuff happens. Like, his entire character changes forever. Like, he comes into and out of Hellbent and Heaven Sent a completely different man. And you can still see the impact of that in, like, how the 14th and 15th Doctors are written. One of the things I love about 14 and 15 is that, and this is a slight on Chibnall, 13 doesn't feel like she's after 12, but 14 and 15 do. Because they carry, like, all of this experience and all of these, like, honestly, like, horrific things that happened to the 12th Doctor. The idea of all their... okay, but the Waters of Mars is not doing that. He just does genuinely good things and it works. There's no actual or bad consequence. He saves that guy's Brooke, chooses to kill herself is all. I agree. That's the thing though, is that like, one sec. In that it is about his like arrogance and shit. And I agree that Hellbent and Heaven Sent is like better than the Waters of Mars. I do think the Waters of Mars is like good. I think that the one thing about the Waters of Mars though is that I don't think that people love it because it's a great episode. I think they love it because it's an episode with a great scene in it. I think a lot of the rest of Waters of Mars is a pretty basic Doctor Who story. Like, it's not really doing anything. It doesn't exactly hit the ground running. You know what I mean? Whereas Heaven Sent and Hellbent, boom, you're immediately hit with like the big conceptual stuff. And I mean, Moosey, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, just to circle back to you and what you were saying about Gallifrey, right? Okay? You watch Classic Who. You watch The Invasion of Time. You watch The Deadly Assassin. You watch Trial of a Time Lord, right? These are stories that spend a significant amount of time on Gallifrey. And here's the problem with spending a significant amount of time on Gallifrey, okay? Gallifrey's fucking boring. There's nothing to do there. It's just dudes in robes talking about politics. And, like, not even fun, like, interesting politics. Like, the most boring kind of politics of all. Like, fucking inter-elite politics. It's awful. It's awful. Getting away from Gallifrey as quick as possible was the smartest thing those things made. Like, Gallifrey is cool as, like, this abstract conceptual thing that we talk about. But as soon as you go there, it turns into guff. This is the magic trick of Gallifrey that the writers constantly have to pull. Alright, let's see. I'll have a look at this. And then, the problem with Invasion of Time is that they write Gallifrey to be boring. They decide against the Time Lords being weird, extra-dimensional gods, and just make them advanced Star Trek people. That's true. That's true. How was the Doctor awful in Power? What, you mean Power of the Doctor? She's not. She's just boring. No, I don't know. I don't really have any problems with the Doctor's characterization in Power of the Doctor. I just think the Power of the Doctor is a big action figure-y mess. I can't think of anything in particular. Apart from, like, straightifying a few LGBT characters. It's Chris Chibnall, let's be real. He's a little bit conservative. I think it's fair to say that. Here's a hot take. Here's a hot take that I'll leave it on. You know how we as a fandom, even though there's like about 10 different weird Tory things that Chris Chibnall has done, right? In terms of his run of Doctor Who, politically, right? And that's not even counting the fact that he let Jack Harkness canonically be like a transphobe. It's not counting that, right? There's a certain point where I just have to sit and wonder, like, is this accidental? Like, does he keep on accidentally writing conservative messaging into, like, his Doctor Who, even though he's meant to be all, like, progressive and shit? Or does he mean it? I feel like that's something that bothers me quite a lot. Because I know, as a fandom, we're very inclined to be very, very generous to the dude. Because, let's be honest, there's a lot of people in this fandom space who are fucking horrible to Chris Chibnall as a person. I don't have anything against him personally, I just don't like his run. However, I do raise my eyebrow at a few things that have happened under his run. And I'm not gonna fucking pretend that those haven't happened. Like, it would be weird if I did. Ace is bi, which is why we did a companion called Bi Who's Ace for balance. Ace is bi, and I'm really glad that Chris Chibnall decided to honour Ace being bi by having her flirt with old men. I thought that was very good representation on Chris Chibnall's part. It's very important that you know that Nyssa and Tegan never happened. That was very important to Chris Chibnall. Oh dear. I don't like how bitter Tegan was either. It's okay. We can talk about it here. This is a safe space. This is a safe space. Because even though I don't like the Chibnall era, I'm also a staunch leftist. Half my problems with the era is how Tory it is. Why the fuck did they think making Nikola Tesla like their Vincent van Gogh was a good idea? My god. Have you ever read Childhood's End by Sophie Aldred? No, but I really want to. I really want to. Sophie Aldred writing 13 sounds really fun. I'm really down for that. What are we fighting about in the comments now? At Childhood's End is bad. There hasn't been a good Ace ending since Death Comes to Time and or Lungbarrow. It's fair. Chris is a Tory but wrote Yaz and 13. And? Yeah, he didn't though, did he? Did they kiss? Did they? Or was it something that he was basically forced to do? Because that's how he fucking wrote it. I don't know, man. I don't know. And that's speaking as someone who was a fucking Phasmin shipper. Because I was like, wow, this is new territory for Doctor Who. Let's go. And I tell you what, I came away fucking unsatisfied. Have you ever seen The Boys? Have you ever seen The Boys, Moosey? Okay? If people who have seen The Boys will know what I'm talking about, okay? That run of Doctor Who, it's politics, right? They come off like it's a Vought production. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it reminds me of. Let's be real. Mandip Gill wrote Yazapus. Yes! Oh my god. Yes, well said. Well said. The cape shit era of a bit, yeah, a little bit. Do you ever notice how, like, in all those scenes, whenever they confront the monster, they have the fam and they're all in their, like, hero pose, where they're all standing like people never ever stand, and then, like, the fucking Avengers music starts playing. Dan outs he has the 13, by the way. Yeah, I know. I enjoyed on Doctor Who Twitter when everyone was like, oh, ooh, Dan best boy, and then they actually thought about the implications. Like, oh, wait. Oh, dear. Oh. All opinions expressed in this are correct, by the way. I want to put a little disclaimer at the beginning of all of these that just say that, like, all opinions expressed in this thing are correct. If you disagree, then leave a comment anyway, because we want your engagement. It's like all those people, whenever I do like a lore video, and they're like, oh, Doctor Who is dead. How could you say a nice thing about Russell T Davies? Oh, Doctor Who dead. Don't they realize that, like, they're helping me out? Like, you're giving me a view and a comment, you fucking idiot. Oh, dear. I think it only works if we assume 13 and Yaz are both known to be gay by Dan and one another already, not just one another specifically, which is a stress. Although I've never told anyone, not even myself, remains frustratingly ambiguous. Yes, it does. Oh dear. Okay, so this has been Tardis Wiki Roulette. And I think it's been a grand old time. But unfortunately, that time has come to an end. And so, with the best will in the world, yeah, let's just do the thing. Like the channel, subscribe, join the Discord. It's in the pinned comment. And I hope to see you there. And yeah, we're going to do this again next week. It's going to be a little bit more structured next week. Probably not, let's be honest. And yeah, we'll make a show again. So until next week, until Thursday actually, right? A Doctor Who from scratch is coming on Thursday. And we have the Cartmill Master Plan video dropping tomorrow. So as always, it's a really exciting week full of fun and content here at Something Blue. Now, go away.